Dan Hooker is not just another fighter. He's a symbol of toughness in the UFC, with a career that has captivated fans across the globe. Born in Auckland, New Zealand, Hooker, known as the Hangman, has created a legacy built on relentless perseverance, aggression, and skill. His journey began in June 2014, when he stepped into the octagon for the first time, just 24 years old, ready to prove himself. Facing Ian Entwistle, a dangerous submission specialist, Hooker showcased his striking abilities and composure, winning the fight decisively and setting the tone for his career. Over the years, he has faced elite opponents in the lightweight division, including the likes of Maximo Blanco and Dustin Poirier, each battle further elevating his status. However, it's not just his victories that define him. It's the heart and tenacity he displays inside the cage, earning him respect from fans and fighters alike. Hooker's knockout power, particularly in the debut and early challenges. In June 2014, a 24-year-old Dan Hooker stepped into the UFC octagon for the very first time, ready to prove himself against Ian Entwistle, a dangerous submission specialist known for his grappling prowess. This fight was not just a debut. It was a critical moment, setting the stage for Hooker's future. The atmosphere was electric, with fans buzzing in anticipation as Hooker entered the cage, determined to leave his mark. The fight began, and Entwistle wasted no time, crowding Hooker, fiercely looking to take him down. However, Hooker, quick on his feet, utilized his jab effectively, keeping his opponent at bay and breaking free from the early pressure. As the fight progressed, Hooker showcased his resilience and fighting spirit, remaining calm amid Entwistle's aggressive attempts. He capitalized on an opening, unleashing a devastating barrage of elbows, which ultimately forced the referee to intervene and stop the match in the first round. Hooker's victory marked an impressive start to his UFC career, demonstrating not only his striking capabilities, but also his ability to stay composed under pressure. This debut victory set a promising tone for his UFC journey. Yet, it wasn't long before he encountered a tough loss against Maximo Blanco, testing his resolve. However, true to his nature, Hooker quickly rebounded, reflecting on this defeat as a learning experience, propelling him forward in the highly competitive lightweight division and solidifying his reputation as a fighter able to overcome adversity, showcasing the heart and determination that fans have come to admire. Rising through the ranks, Dan Hooker's path in the UFC is a testament to his grit and determination, establishing him as a formidable opponent in the lightweight division. Following his impressive debut victory over Ian Entwistle, which showcased his focus and relentless spirit, Hooker faced a daunting challenge against Maximo Blanco, a popular fighter. This match proved to be a tough learning experience for Hooker, as he succumbed to a loss. However, what sets great fighters apart is their ability to rebound. True to form, Hooker bounced back stronger, displaying his skills with a remarkable victory against former champion Hatsu Hioki. The fight ended with a stunning knockout that made history, as Hooker became the first fighter to finish Hioki, solidifying his reputation as a top-tier striker. Throughout his rise, Hooker continued to demonstrate his knockout power and strategic approach by soundly defeating Pearson in his lightweight debut. This victory was particularly special, as it took place in front of an energetic home crowd in New Zealand, adding to the electric atmosphere of the event. With each fight, Hooker captivated audiences, showcasing devastating precision and the stamina needed for a grueling division. His resilience was further exemplified when he faced veterans like Jim Miller, where he emerged victorious, sending a clear message that he was not just a contender, but a force to be reckoned with. The turning point in his career, undoubtedly, was the high-profile matches against elite fighters. As each battle unfolded, Hooker's tenacity and fierce striking became key elements in his ascent, earning him respect and admiration within the UFC community. while setting the stage for even greater challenges ahead. Major knockouts and landmark fights. Dan Hooker's ability to deliver breathtaking knockouts has cemented his place as one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC lightweight division. His journey to platform began with a historic victory against Hatsu Hioki 1, a revered veteran in the sport. Hooker stunned the audience, becoming the first fighter to knock out Hioki, a milestone that showcased his formidable striking skills. This stunning performance marked a significant turning point, rapidly advancing Hooker towards title contention. Facing elite fighters. In 2018, Dan Hooker faced off against veteran Jim Miller, a fighter who holds the record for the most wins in UFC history. This match was monumental, not just for Hooker's career, but for his position in the lightweight division. Hooker entered the octagon with a clear strategy, utilizing his striking as he looked to control the distance. Miller, a grappling ace, attempted to close the gap, pressing Hooker against the cage, but the Hangman was ready. He demonstrated impressive footwork combined with solid striking defense, landing combinations that kept Miller from executing his game plan. Hooker's precision striking proved to be the deciding factor. A perfectly timed knee sent Miller crashing to the canvas, resulting in a spectacular knockout that left the MMA community buzzing. This victory served as a statement. Hooker was not just another fighter. He was a formidable contender in the elite ranks of the UFC. Following this, he faced more top-tier opponents, showcasing his ability to adapt and evolve. Each fight brought its own unique challenges, from grapplers to powerful strikers, but Hooker's resilience shone through every bout. In a further display of his skill, Hooker headlined a fight against Paul Felder in early 2020. This highly anticipated matchup was a tactical battle, with both fighters exchanging powerful strikes. Hooker emerged victorious through a razor-thin split decision, reinforcing his reputation as a standout in the lightweight division. Facing elite fighters has honed Hooker's skills, challenging him to up his game continually, and his journey remains an inspiring part of his career narrative. Gripping battles and a title chase. In 2020, Dan Hooker faced one of his toughest challenges yet, a showdown against Dustin Poirier, which would test his skills, resolve, and endurance. This high-stakes matchup was not just about winning. It was about proving himself against a top-tier opponent, as both fighters were looking to make a statement in the lightweight division. The fight became an instant classic, filled with back-and-forth exchanges and brutal strikes, capturing the hearts of fans around the world. Although Hooker ultimately lost in a closely contested battle, his performance solidified his status as one of the elite fighters in the UFC. The fight displayed his incredible striking, heart, and determination. Following the loss to Poirier, Hooker needed to regroup as the landscape of the lightweight division was rapidly evolving. In February 2021, he headlined an event against the equally formidable Paul Felder, a match that would further cement his place among the lightweight elite. In front of a roaring home crowd in New Zealand, Hooker delivered a gripping performance, showcasing his striking precision, tactical acumen, and resilience under pressure. The fight went the distance, ending in a razor-thin split decision victory for Hooker, which kept him in the title conversation. This win was essential in maintaining his momentum and reaffirming his status as a contender. However, the challenges didn't stop there. Hooker faced more seasoned opponents, each matchup requiring him to constantly adapt and refine his fighting style. The journey through these gripping battles and the pursuit of a title brought not only victories, but also setbacks. Each fight added layers to his character, showcasing his tenacity and commitment to being the best. As he heads into the future, the ambition to climb back into title contention remains firmly in his sights. Recent struggles and comeback potential. In recent years, Dan Hooker has faced a series of challenges, testing his resilience and determination in the octagon. After a stellar start to his lightweight career, he experienced setbacks that raised questions about his future in the sport. He entered 2020 on a high, but faced a heartbreaking loss to Dustin Poirier, a fight that left fans buzzing, as it was hailed as one of the best of the year. Despite the loss, Hooker gained significant respect for his heart and fighting spirit, making it clear that he would never back down from the toughest tests. Following that, he engaged in high-stakes matchups, including a headlining bout against Paul Felder, where he earned a narrow split decision victory, solidifying his reputation as a top competitor. However, the competition in the lightweight division is fierce, and amid his recent struggles, including losses to rising prospects like Claudio Puelles, Hooker's path to title contention became increasingly challenging. With criticism intensifying and doubts starting to build around his future, some believed he might need to reevaluate his strategy. Yet, true to his nature, Hooker has shown a refusal to be defeated, and his determination to reclaim his position within the rankings remains unshaken. As he prepares for a comeback, the lightweight landscape is ripe with opportunity. Hooker's recent performances may serve as a wake-up call, pushing him to adapt, evolve, and embrace his fighting style. The next chapter of his career has the potential to be a story of redemption, as he aims to remind fans why he is regarded as one of the toughest and most exciting fighters in the lightweight division, looking to turn his recent struggles into a launching pad for future success. Looking ahead, as of 2024, Dan Hooker is more determined than ever. He has transformed into a fierce competitor, ready to chase down title aspirations once again, sporting a new look filled with tattoos that reflect his fierce persona, a visual testament to his journey and his will to succeed. Fans can expect thrilling fights as he prepares to face top contenders like Mateusz Gamrot. This matchup is crucial for Hooker. It not only holds the potential for a title shot, but also gives him the opportunity to demonstrate his evolution inside the octagon, sharpening his skills and showcasing the relentless attitude that got him this far. Hooker's resilience has always been outstanding. It's this very quality that makes him a fan favorite and keeps him in the spotlight. However, he understands the nature of competition and knows that remaining complacent is not an option. Training harder than ever, he reflects on past battles, learning from every win and every loss. As he moves forward, his eyes laser-focused on the championship goal. Each fight is a stepping stone, a chance to write another chapter in a thrilling narrative filled with unpredictability and excitement for fans around the world. The lightweight division is packed with talent, but Hooker's heart and fighting spirit set him apart. The excitement surrounding his upcoming fights keeps fans engaged and invested. The anticipation builds, making every match he participates in a must-watch event. So, what lies ahead for the Hangman? It's simple yet profound. Hooker's journey is far from over, and with every punch, kick, and submission, he moves closer to fulfilling the dreams he has worked so tirelessly to achieve. From the onset of his career, Dan Hooker has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to excellence within the octagon. With each fight, he has captivated fans, showcasing not only his striking prowess, but also his resilience against the toughest opponents and truly embodying the spirit of a fighter. The journey from a